Hey guys, uh, I know I just posted a book haul for Independent Bookstore Day. Very exciting. But yeah, I have another book haul, and oh well. This is for the spring Multnomah County Library book sale. So basically, $2 for a book. If you look at it in a certain way, really, I saved myself like at least $1,000 because each of these could have cost me a lot more somewhere else. So we'll go with that. If you stay tuned till the end of the video, I've got a little something for the viewers. Hopefully there's more than one of you. I'm going to start off by showing you all of the books that I purchased for myself, though. I'm going to start off with the most embarrassing stack. By the way, there's a lot of books. Okay, there's a lot of books. I'm going to not talk about these at all because there's a lot of books. All right, so this first stack is books by authors that I've never heard of, that I basically just purchased because they look interesting and because of the publishing house for most of these, Vintage International and NYRB. I kind of trust them, so most of these are those. The first one that I have is The Temple of the Golden Pavilion. I feel like a lot of the books that I bought look really sexy also, but I have no idea. And this is by Yukio Mishima. So that looks, yes, intriguing. There's the word trauma on the back, so that's good. The next one is The 10,000 Things by Maria Dermu. And it's translated by Hans Koning. If it's not like evident on the cover, by the way, I'm not going to say who the translator is because there's too many. Next one I got because I saw the Italian title, and so I was like, oh, maybe it's in Italian. It's not, it's in English, but it's called Così fan tutti, which is That's How Everybody Does It, by Michelle Dibdin, or no, yeah, it's a mystery. Whatever. Next one is Troubles by J.G. Farrell. Then No Telephone to Heaven, and this is by Michelle Cliff. Ways of Going Home by Alejandro Zambra. Love Among the Cannibals by Wright Morris. Also, this probably should go without saying, but if you've read any of these and have any opinions, please let me know. The next one is The Kingdom of This World by Alejo Carpentier. I think it's a Haitian. It has to do with Haiti. Yeah, the author is born in Havana, but it has to do with Haiti. The book, I believe. Then another one that looks kind of sexy. This is The Ultimate Intimacy by Ivan Klima. Yeah, love, adultery, and faith are written on the back, so sounds great. Burning Patience by Antonio Scarmetta. And then I really like at the top it says a Grey Wolf Discovery, so that makes me think this is, it's Grey Wolf Press, but this is like obviously an older printing of Grey Wolf, so that's pretty exciting. Then Memories from Moscow to the Black Sea by Teffy, and I apologize, the cats are playing with the box that the books came into the house in. Next one is Whites by Norman Rush. I might have bought this at another library book sale. If so, that's fine. We'll get rid of it. Cost me $2. Next one is The Informers by Juan Gabriel Vasquez. I feel like people have been talking about this author. Like, this author's kind of in the back of my head, but I don't know why per se. So anyways, those are the ones that I don't know what's going on. This next stack is a stack of books that I've either heard of the author or have heard of the book and want to read. There's Here Comes the Sun by Nicole Dennis Benn. This is How to Get Filthy Rich in Rising Asia by Mohsin Hamid, and I think he's the guy that just wrote, he wrote The Reluctant Fundamentalist, and he just came out with Exit West. Then there's the New York Trilogy by Paul Auster. Grief is a Thing with Feathers by Max Porter. Everyone was talking about this book a little bit ago. I got one, the Jasper Fforde books. This is The Well of Lost Plots, a Thursday Next novel. A Hilary Mantel, someone who I have not read yet, and I should. Place of Greater Safety. And then, oh gosh, don't remember what her name is off the top of my head, but Novel Sanctuary. She was just talking about this, I believe, in one of her videos. I'm pretty sure it was her. When I Was Puerto Rican by Esmeralda Santiago. So I really want to read this very soon. Then there's Sexing with Cherry by Jeanette Winterson. Just Mercy by Brian Stevenson. I literally squealed when I saw this. I'm so happy to have this. Girl Interrupted by Susanna Kaysen. No One Belongs Here More Than You. Stories by Miranda July. I Was Told There to Be Cake. Essays by Sloane Crosley. I've got 2 Umberto Ecos. The first one is The Island of the Day Before. And the second one is Serendipities, Language and Lunacy. I have no idea what the heck it is. Anyways, The Queen's Fool by Philippa Gregory. The Lone Ranger and Tonto Fist Fight in Heaven by Sherman Alexie. White Sargasso Sea by Jean Rees. I think that's how you pronounce it. Tiny Beautiful Things by Cheryl Strayed. Wild was there too, but I have like no interest in reading Wild. I actually don't have any interest in reading Cheryl Strayed at all, to be honest with you, but I have heard that this collection is pretty good. It's like pieces from her advice column, so figured I would give it a try. Then I got 2 Marguerite Duras books. This is The Seawall and then The Lover. I saw Michael from Knowledge Lost. I think he read this one pretty recently, and I think he liked it. Then I have Bastard Out of Carolina by Dorothy Allison. The Absolutely True Diary of a Part-Time Indian by Sherman Alexie again. This is a story collection by Edna O'Brien, A Fanatic Heart. Another Colette book because I apparently think I'm going to absolutely love her, and I better at this point because I own like 8 of them. The Ripening Seed. Then this one I'm so excited about. I think Sabrina from Unmanaged Mischief talked about this. I forget who, but it's the Makioka Sisters by Junichiro Tanizaki. Then there's a little anthology here. Alfred Hitchcock Presents Stories to be Read with the Lights On. And I'm really excited. There's a Roald Dahl here. And I don't recognize any of these other names. But I'm really excited about this. Then I have a story collection by Lydia Davis, Can't and Won't. This one I was going to put back, but I kind of forgot. The Shining Girls by Lauren Bukes. If you've read this, will you let me know? I feel like I heard people talking about this, but I cannot remember if it was negative or positive. So again, you know, I'm giving money to the library and I'm getting these books really cheap, but yeah, I don't know about this one 100%. And then last one in this stack is The Historian by Elizabeth Kostova. This is on one of those like lists, like 25 books read before 25 or something like that. All right, next is my stack of books from authors that I have read before and really enjoyed. The first one is Innocent Erendira by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Then The Marriage Plot by Jeffrey Eugenides. Purple Hibiscus by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. So now I think I have all of her actual like novels. Bridget Jones, The Edge of Reason. I didn't really like the first Bridget Jones, but I'm glad that I read it. So I'm just going to read this one too. Face itches. Slapstick by Kurt Vonnegut. I feel like I don't talk about Kurt Vonnegut on this channel very much, but he is my favorite author, I think, of all time. So I should probably get back to reading him again. Then I have The Finer Points of Sausage Dogs by Alexander McCall Smith. I read the first book in this series, which was Portuguese Irregular Verbs that I got at the library book sale, and it was absolutely hilarious. So now I have all 3, and I'm going to probably binge this as soon as I'm done with my challenge of reading translated only and then African American only authors. And then I have The Silkworm by Robert Galbraith. I don't know if this is the second one or the third one, but whatever. Then East of Eden by John Steinbeck, which I'm really excited about. So yeah, I know everyone like absolutely loves this book. Then I have Inherent Vice by Thomas Pynchon. I'm really excited about this. Memento Mori by Muriel Spark. I actually don't know. Yeah, it's And the Ballad of Peckham Rye. It's one of the modern English library or modern library editions, so it's got the little bits, so I'm very pleased with that. Good find. Then The Pearl by Steinbeck. And then I've got 2 Walter Mosleys, 6 Easy Pieces, and check out this cover. I'm so excited. Little Green. So this, I think they're both Easy, yeah, they're both Easy Rawlins, who I haven't read an Easy Rawlins yet. I'm so excited. I'm not a hardcover fan at all, but this, you know, look at this cover. It's amazing. All right, so next ones that I have are just like anthologies. So 2016 Best American Essays, 2015 Best American Essays, 2004 Best American Short Stories. I got some Tin Houses, mystery stories, and science fiction and fantasy. It's the Del Rey Book of Science Fiction and Fantasy, and this one is like an ex-library edition specifically. But anyways, yeah, so those are... that was a lot of books in just 11 minutes. Look at me go. I'm so fast. That's kind of weird, right? Anyways, so now the most exciting part of the video, I got 10 books that I really, really like, and so I'm going to do a giveaway. Yay! So I'm going to show you the 10 books that I found. I just want to preface this by saying that these are used copies that were donated to the library. I think they're all in really good condition. I don't pick them up unless they are in good condition, but if you're like one of those people that needs a brand new book, you know, that's not what's going to happen right now. So I am going to do a separate giveaway for each of the 10 books. So in your comment below, also like you have to be 18 or older or whatever. And I think unfortunately it's going to be US only. I'm sorry, but yeah, I feel like international shipping just not like there yet. I'm probably going to do another giveaway, like a book depository giveaway or something later, though. I feel like I used to do giveaways in my monthly wrap-ups, and I kind of miss doing that, so I kind of want to get back to doing that, and those will be international, but this, unfortunately, since I have to physically mail the book, is going to be US only, 18 or older, or under with parental permission, but I don't think anyone under 18 watches me, to be honest with you. And yeah, so I'm going to limit the amount of times that you can win to 2. You can enter to win however many you like, but I'm going to pick in an order, and then if you've entered more than 1, once you've gotten to 2, I'm not going to let you win again. That makes kind of sense, right? So if you really, really only want 1, but you know, whatever. These are all really good books. So the first one that I have is Everything is Illuminated by Jonathan Safran Foer. I feel like this book gets mixed ratings, but I absolutely loved it. There's multiple, there's 3 different perspectives. I believe I have read this a long time ago. One of the voices is not a native English speaker, and so it's kind of funny like listening to his speech or reading his speech, but in general it's like a story about like family and connection, and those are the kinds of books that I like, so I thought this was fantastic. Next one is In Cold Blood by Truman Capote. This is the true story of this horrible murder that happened in Holcomb, Kansas, where Truman murdered a family. I assume that's not a spoiler. Sorry if it is, but this book was extremely compelling. I felt so bad for the killers. Truman Capote did a wonderful job of like just writing this. It was fantastic. And the next one I have is The Secret History by Donna Tartt. Everyone loves this. I loved it. It was really good. So yeah, enough of that. Then I have The Curious Incident Baby of the Dog in the Nighttime by Mark Haddon. This is from the perspective of a young boy. He's not like super young, probably like a teenager. I think he's maybe like 15 or something. And he is on the spectrum. I don't remember like where on the spectrum he is, but yeah, he's basically trying to figure out what happened to this dog. And it's also kind of like an epistolary journal type book, and it was also really compelling, and like I just related to this kid like so much, and yeah, I'm pretty sure I cried when I read that one. Very good. Next is The Blind Assassin by Margaret Atwood. This is one of my favorite books, I think, of all time. I feel like I have heard mixed things about this too. This, I don't even remember like the structure of the book per se, but it's kind of like a present day, past tense, or present day, past day, and then within the past day there's a story being told within a story kind of thing. So it's a little complicated, but it's another one of those like beautiful humanity type things. There's like a sister relationship and a lover relationship, and I also cried when I read this book. I like to cry when I read. Next is My Brilliant Friend by Elena Ferrante. I've already done a giveaway of this book on my channel, but I don't care. I found it for $2, and that is like a good find because this book is so hyped. I mean, it's really, really good, but I'm impressed that I snatched it before someone else did because these library sale people are off their rocker. Some of them are a little bit crazy. Next, I have The House on Mango Street by Sandra Cisneros. I think I also did a giveaway of this one on my channel, maybe. I don't remember. But this is told in like little vignettes of this woman's life as Esperanza. I was going to say Esmeralda, but Esperanza. And yeah, I related to a lot of things in this book too. And it also made me cry. I feel like I'm a broken record right now and I'm pretty boring, but this was really, I thought it was just absolutely beautiful. Next one is Americanah by Chimamanda and Ngozi Adichie. Like this, honestly, it's like in such good condition, people. All these books, it's so wonderful. I feel like also this book has been talked about quite a bit, so if you don't know what it's about, just in case, it's like a Nigerian couple, and the female in the couple moves to the United States, and I forget if their relationship dissolves before she does that, or if she does that as a result of that happening. But either way, it's basically like an immigrant type story of her in the US, and then he moves to the UK, and so kind of like their different experiences, but then also the differences in Black culture in the US, like if you are African American versus being African, and like this whole like hierarchy and all this kind of, it's really eye-opening and beautiful like humanity type story again. Chimamanda's just like the best. I really loved this book. All right, just two more. Next one is Sweet Française by Irène Némirovsky. I just finished this last month and I absolutely adored it. I'm going to do not a book review, but I'm going to talk about it in my wrap-up that will hopefully come up this weekend. And yeah, this was fantastic. I'm going to talk about it later. I need to finish this video. And lastly, I have Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov. You know what this is about. So, if you want to win any of these books, oh my gosh, I'll just write them down below, okay? I'll put them in the little box thing. And yeah, that was my gigantic book haul. I think I got 80 books, and 10 of them are for you guys, so 70 books for myself. I officially I own over 900 unread books. So I should stop buying crap, right? I agree, but will it happen? Who knows? I'll talk to you guys later. Let me know if you've read any of these, if you have any opinions, and again, comment below if you want to enter in a giveaway for any of these books. Oh, it's going to go into the end of the month. Man, all these used books is making me have to sneeze. Yeah, so I'm going to do the winners at the beginning of June. Hopefully June 1st, but I'm notoriously bad at doing giveaways because writing people's names down on pieces of paper is too challenging for me, apparently. Yeah, so it'll go the whole month. I will talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.